spectacular images there. And it was clear enough to see that early on. And pretty good through the day in terms of temperature, but it's about to cool off, right?
Yeah. We'll get a cool off by Friday, especially by the weekend. So be prepared for that, but enjoy this while we have it, because we're well above normal as we go through these next couple of days. So 7 degrees is where we're sitting right now because temperatures are cooling for the day. We did get to a high of 9 today. At this point, downtown, 8 degrees. And Big Four Motors, Calgary's original Jeep store and more in Tizah Park, is at 8 degrees right now as well. All right, tomorrow we'll look at a similar daytime high of 9. The winds will be calm for tonight and through tomorrow as well. The clouds will increase throughout the day tomorrow, but really that's the only thing to talk about. Even a mild start to the day at +1 at 8 a.m. I'll be back with that longer range forecast. Ian? Wow.
Okay, Danielle, turning back to weather once again. Sometimes uneventful is just fine, right?
Right. Yeah, you're happy with this.
A
lot of people are happy with this. Day strolls, evening strolls, things to do outdoors. This is the weather for that.
Yep.
And we all know we'll be thrown into winter at some point
eventually.
soon. We have a little bit of winter weather on the way, but that's not until next Friday. I'll say this again, next Friday, and even then it's not looking like much, just a little dusting. All right, here's your Capital Chev sky cam, and we had some clouds today. We talked about it being mainly cloudy for today. The winds were relatively calmer today than expected. We didn't get the 40-kilometer-per-hour gusts, but we got enough wind to keep the temperatures up. So we did get a high of 9 degrees in Calgary today. Normal high, just 2 degrees. So well above normal in Calgary, in all of southern Alberta. You can see that in the greens here. So at this point, 8 in Lethbridge, 9 in Medicine Hat, 7 in Milk River, Brooks, Drumheller, 2 in Edmonton. How we fare compared to the rest of the country? There were warmer temperatures out off to the west, Victoria, Vancouver, in those double digits. But as you can see, the prairies were certainly warmer than central and southern Ontario and in through Quebec and a lot of Atlantic Canada as well. But St. John's did get to 12, so it's been warm there for the past couple of days. All right, here is a look at the wind gusts today, and yes, windy, but a lot quieter with regards to the winds compared to yesterday and the day before. So Pincher Creek maximum wind gust today was 67 kilometers per hour, and we did get those mid-40s in through Lethbridge and lower 40s through Medicine Hat. Should start to quiet down in many communities over this next day or so. So what we did get was the cloud cover from this. As we talked about, the mountains really holding all that moisture off on the mountain side, the BC side, and we just getting a little bit of isolated pockets, nothing significant, nothing that lasts long, and a lot of it even evaporating before it hits the ground as well. That's really the story even as we go through tonight and through tomorrow as well. So just to play this through, you can see the mountains holding all of that off. It's basically as this system moves up and redevelops here, the mountains wring out all that moisture. So it's staying on the BC side, staying in the mountains, and less significant for most communities, although some mountain passes will be really tricky over these next couple of days. On the Alberta side, southern Alberta, we'll even get some sunny breaks in the morning, but we will have the clouds increasing throughout the day once again. When we look at that longer term forecast with regards to temperatures, this cooler air mass will start to peak into Alberta. So we're not going to get significantly colder, but we'll drop closer to normal. Again, normal is 2 degrees for this time of year, and we'll almost get there by Saturday. So 9 degrees for tomorrow, some cloud cover, also some sunny breaks. 4 degrees by Saturday, then closer to normal. 3 on Saturday, or 4 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, but we bounce back up to 8 for Sunday. That's your Capital Chev 5-day forecast.
Danielle, for now, the snow is staying on that side of the BC-Alberta boundary.
On the other side, yes, we're just getting these warmer, drier conditions from this. Some cloud cover. We had the clouds today. We'll have some cloudy periods out there tomorrow. And we'll keep around this 9 for another day or so. 7 is our current temperature as things cool down for the evening. We did get to a high of 9 for today, and normal is 2 for this time of year. Looking at your Capital Chev 3-day forecast, again 9 for tomorrow with some cloudy periods, especially in the afternoon. By Friday, though, we start to chill down a little bit. Still above normal, 4 for Friday, 3 for Saturday, which is exactly pretty much where we should be for this time of year. Ian?
Let's bring in Danielle now, joining us to look ahead to the next few hours. Still seems nice enough out there, maybe to go for a walk.
Yeah, another beautiful evening, Tara. For a walk, you know, if you have to walk the dogs, it's quite pleasant considering we're in mid-November pretty much here. And we're used to seeing maybe a little more snowfall and some cooler temperatures at this point. Now we're going to hold on to this warmth for another day or so, and then we'll dip, but we're not going to dip significantly in temperature. So 8 degrees right now. We did get to a high of 9. The winds are relatively calm. Again, it's a beautiful evening to head out for a nice little walk. And even tomorrow morning, mild start to the day at 8 a.m., 1 degree, and getting up to a high of 9 again tomorrow afternoon. And then after that, we'll dip closer to normal. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Tara?
Thank you, Dan. Let's bring Danielle in now as we look ahead to our 5-day forecast. See, that's why you always look at the sky. You look at the sky anyway. That's why the rest of us look at the sky.
Right. Just in case.
Yeah.
That did look like a movie, though. That was pretty cool. All right. When we talk about the weather, it's been, how do I say this? Not boring, but it's been, you know, just tame. We've had above normal temperatures, and we're not going to lose that for tomorrow. We're holding on to the warmth. Even the morning will be nice and mild. All right, so 8 degrees right now in Calgary. We did get up to 9 today in Calgary. And just to put that in perspective, 2 is what's normal for this time of year. So yes, well above normal for days and days and days. It's 6 right now in Drumheller, 7 in Brooks, Lethbridge down to Milk River, and 10 in Medicine Hat. So yes, on our side of the Rockies, we're dealing with these warmer temperatures and quiet conditions aside from the winds. That has been the story. So windy, of course, in Pincher Creek, Christmas Pass. The maximum gust today in Pincher Creek was 67 kilometers per hour. We're looking at gusts in the 60s for tomorrow as well for this area. Lethbridge will likely see gusts in the 60s as well tomorrow, and Medicine Hat in the 50s. So we'll actually pick it up a notch for Lethbridge and Medicine Hat areas for tomorrow with regards to the wind. For us here in Calgary, we were calm today. We should be calm again tomorrow. When we look at this system and this flow from the west and southwest, the mountains are really holding all that moisture off onto the BC side. We do need some moisture, and it's really not in the forecast until next Friday. So more than a week away, and even then it's not looking like anything significant. And of course I will keep you posted on that. But we do have a little bit that has made its way over. It's nothing really significant. In many cases it's evaporating before it even hits the ground, and it's very light and short-lived. So we're not looking at any significant moisture on our side of the Rockies. But as you can see, as I advance this, you can see on the BC side, they'll be dealing with snow for the high elevations, rain for the lower elevations, and up into northern Alberta, they'll be dealing with some snowfall. But for us, just the cloud cover, and south of Calgary, a little gusty. Upper air analysis showing you a relatively cooler air mass that will push into Alberta for Friday and Saturday. That will knock our temperatures down to more normal temperatures. So here's your Capital Chev 5-day forecast. 9 for tomorrow, so pretty much the same tomorrow as we had out there today. But then a slightly cooler air mass gets us closer to normal. Again, normal is 2 degrees for this time of year. 4 for Friday, 3 for Saturday. Cool in the mornings because you can see those overnight lows there, but we bounce back to 8 by Sunday. Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. Okay, well, you guys, here's a sentence you probably never thought you'd hear. Ron Sexsmith, Stevie Nicks, and Jason Kelce are at the top of the charts. What? That's retired football player Jason Kelce and superstar Stevie Nicks covering Sexsmith's Christmas classic, Maybe This Christmas. Sexsmith posted this news online saying, I'm told Stevie Nicks and Jason Kelce's cover of my song has topped the iTunes Christmas chart, knocking out Mariah's big tune.
Whoa.
Holy cow. Kelce,
maybe it's that Christmas sweater there.
Maybe. I don't know. He's been releasing annual Christmas albums since 2022 with some other now former teammates as part of a trio called the Philly Specials. But he's actually a pretty nice singer.
He can kind of do it all, that guy, right?
He can kind of do it all.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Not a bad retirement, hey?
Pretty good. Well, the sheer will of animal lovers was on full display on a cliffside near Honolulu when a tiny little goat became trapped and was stuck there for 4 days.
I'm a sucker for baby animals, or animals in general. So I was like, we need to go get this goat.
So rescuers had called the goat unrescuable due to its precarious location, but That didn't stop a group of amateur hikers. They took matters into their own hands. So they made the trek, and they had a lot of patience. They used some apples, and they were able to grab the tiny animal. That goat was carried back and is now safe and sound at a local animal sanctuary.
What a happy ending.
Oh, wow, cute story. How did you leave that little guy stuck on a cliff?
Oh my goodness, that's quite a rescue.
Cute. Well, what do you do when you put cheese on your camera? What do you get to film your dog running? You get a cinematic masterpiece. That's what you get. This is Coda, the Aussie Shepherd, running as fast as he can as he's trying to catch the cheese. He is focused. Those eyes say, I am coming for you, cheese.
Coda looks awful happy, too. Look at that smile.
That is a very delightful looking dog.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, speculation is swirling about who may take over the top job at Aimco.
Capital Chev's Skywatch camera on a beautiful evening. The winds are calm in Calgary. The temperature is mild, considering, yes, we're entering into this mid-November period here, and we've been babied quite a bit this month, and we're not looking at any extreme cold temperatures coming up later this week, but we will be closer to normal. So normal is 2 degrees for this time of year. We got to 9 today, so well above normal, and we're still sitting at 8. The sun is set. It's still 8 degrees and the winds are calm. So yeah, a really nice evening if you want to go take a walk or head outside for a little bit. Okay. Today's highs in comparison to the rest of the country, 11 for Victoria and Vancouver. So they got into the double digits today. Not many places did, as you can see here. St. John's, Newfoundland got to 12 degrees today. And other than that, it's been those low to mid to high single digits in between BC and Newfoundland. So we ranged like many communities in the southern prairies for today. Okay. When we look at what's happening here, still that flow out of the southwest, that's creating a lot of snowfall for some areas in southern BC and will continue to increase as we go over the next couple of days. But again, the mountains acting like a protective barrier here, and it's going to keep a lot of the moisture on the BC side. We'll get some little isolated pockets here and there, but nothing really significant for tonight, for tomorrow. So here you go. Tomorrow, 8 degrees in Kelowna, Salmon Arm, 9 in Kamloops, looking at some showers. Fernie looking at a rain-snow mix, and dry on our side. 1 for Edmonton, 6 for Olds, 6 for Drumheller, and the double digits for Lethbridge and Medicine Hat. These areas will be gustier, though, around 50-60 kilometers per hour. And Capital Chev 10-day trend showing you, yes, warm tomorrow, warm on Sunday, and then after Sunday, we do start to get closer to that freezing mark. Tara.
Thank you, Danielle.
The Wild FC is one of 6 teams in the newly created Northern Super League, which will begin its inaugural season in 2025. They're going to play out of McMahon Stadium. Just such great news for women's soccer.
Yeah, a lot of soccer fans so excited about that.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
The weather's not cool yet. Anyway, this week we'll drop for Friday and Saturday, but that's still not cool considering it's November, right?
We're
Normal
so
is
spoiled.
That's so good
So
still.
lucky,
so
truly.
spoiled. I don't know what we've done to deserve this, but here we are. We're not looking at any moisture in the longer term forecast, really not until next Friday, and even then just looks like a light dusting. I'll keep you posted as we get closer to that. 9 for tomorrow, then closer to normal, 4 for Friday and 3 for Saturday, bouncing back up on Sunday to 8. A little windy at times. Okay, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. This one from Arlene Squires, Quarry Park. And I'm not sure if this was a sunset today, but either way, this is beautiful. And so many people are out taking more pictures because the weather's been so nice.
Yeah, another one of these fabulous skies. Beautiful. Thank you for your company tonight. Have a terrific evening. We'll see you tomorrow.